Hello friend, in today's video we will learn how to use the PS Sensor library in Proteus software. So before start this project there are some information I need to tell you and it is very important. First information is that you know the PS Sensor library does not present in Proteus software inbuilt. So we have to create manually our own library and then after we can use this PS Sensor library. So for your help I have already created my PS Sensor library. As you can see on the screen there is a PS Sensor library and you can download that PS Sensor library and you can use in your software. Second part is that for this project I have used the Raspberry Pi as a controller. In your project, let's say if you have Arduino or ARM or PIC also, then also you can use this PS Sensor library. So how to use that PS Sensor library with different controller, I will definitely tell you in this video. So I request you please watch this complete video so that you will get idea about each and everything about this PS Sensor library. And third most important part of this video is to create this PS Sensor library I required completely 2 days. So in 2 days I have created my own library and this library definitely help you. But for support I do not need any rupees from you. I do not need any money from you. But I need your support and for that support I just want one subscriber and like. So please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon. Why I am saying you the subscriber, it is not beneficial for me also, it is for you also, because up till now I have uploaded more than the 40 videos on Raspberry Pi. You can see on the screen there are more than 40 videos on Raspberry Pi. So if you want to learn the Raspberry Pi from the scratch, from the basic, you should subscribe my channel and please click on the bell icon so that it will give the notification as soon as I upload my video. So let's see what will be the final output first of this project. So you can see on the screen we have Raspberry Pi, we have PS sensor, we have LCD module and we have ADC module. So the reason behind this I have used the ADC module because that Raspberry Pi does not have inbuilt A2D IC. So whatever the output from the PS sensor is in analog form. To send the analog output by the Raspberry Pi we need an external A2D IC. So that we have used external ADC IC, that is MCP3208 in our project. So you can see we have external ADC IC and we also have the PSN. So once you click on the run button, so you can see first the welcome message printed on the screen, then next part is pH level. Currently pH level is 4. Now if you want to increase or decrease the pH level, you have to just click on this port. So once I increase the level from this port, you can see pH sensor value also get increased. Like 8. Now if I want to decrease the pH sensor level, you can use this negative line. So once I click on this button, you can see the pH sensor value also decrease. So this is the basic idea behind this project. So in this project we will see how to create such type of simulation in Proteus software. Also we will see the Python program behind this project. So I request you please watch this complete video. So if you want to create such simulation in the Proteus software, you require the Proteus 8.9 software and you can download Proteus 8.9 software on the YouTube channel. Just search anything, download Proteus 8.9 and you can find many videos, and that from that video you can easily download that Proteus 8.9 software. So once you download Proteus 8.9 software, you have to create this project like Raspberry Pi, LCD and ADC module. For this project I have taken the help from my previous project, that is Raspberry Pi with LM35 and LCD module. In that project you can see, I will open that project. So you can see this is my previous video. In that video you can see I have used the LCD and temperature sensor. So in our PS sensor also we will require the ADC module, also the LCD module. So if you want to learn the complete thing about the LCD and ADC module, please watch this complete video, simulation of LCD and temperature sensor with Raspberry Pi, and from that video you can able to create the Proteus software, Proteus simulation which having LCD and ADC module. So after you create the LCD and ADC module, and you can remove the LM35 from this module. So you can see you have the LCD and you have the ADC module from that video. Now next part is, for this PS sensor video you require this PS sensor library. Now how to use this library I will tell you. So first part is you have to download the PS sensor library. So how to download? I will provide you Google Drive link in the description. From that description you have to download this zip file. So once you download this zip file, you can see there are four files you will see, and you have to open PS sensor file in your Proteus software. So how to open that file? You can see right this. So let's say if you want to open this PS sensor file, go to your Proteus software, right click on the software and click on the run as administrator. So once you click on administrator, click on the yes button and then click on the open. Then go to your downloaded folder and click on this PS sensor and click on open. So you can see once you click on open, you will get automatically ready-made simulation of this PS sensor library with Raspberry Pi. Now in your project, if you want to use this PS sensor library with Arduino, then what you have to do, again you have to go to the Proteus software, click on right click on run as administrator. So let's say I will create a blank project first. So right click on yes, go to the new project and create your own project, then click on next, then click on the create schematic from the from the selected template, click on next, select this, do not create a PCB layout, click on next and create firmware project. Like let's say we will select Arduino here, so family is Arduino and click on next and click on finish. So you can see Arduino Arduino is spread in your Proteus software. Now in this project you have to use your PS sensor library. So what I said, you already open my PS sensor library, downloaded PS sensor library. Now first go to this arrow. Now select only this PS sensor part, complete box. Right click on this box and click on copy to clipboard. And then after go to your project, let's say this is our new project where we have selected Arduino, and right click here and paste from the clipboard, and you can see PS sensor library present in our Arduino project also. Now in Arduino project, once you upload my PS sensor library from my project, next part is how to connect that library with your Arduino hardware. So you can see at the output side there are three buttons, three pins, VCC, A0 and ground. So A0 is nothing but the analog output of this PS sensor library. So this analog output should be connected to analog input of the Arduino. So you can see ADC00. This is the name of this default button. And for Arduino, if you want to connect with Arduino, there is name AD0. So if you want to connect that one, you can double click on this default button and give here name AD0 and click on OK. So this name should be identical with this name, and you can see by default this pin will be connected to Arduino. So in this way, if you want to connect any pin with your any controller, you just have to rename the default name and it will automatically connect this PS sensor library with your controller. Now in our Raspberry Pi project, there is no inbuilt A2D IC, so that we have used the external ADC IC. So we have to give the whatever the output from this sensor should be connected to ADC IC. So you can see ADC00 is this default name. I have given to ADC00 to default name of channel 0 of ADC module, so that this pin will automatically get connected with this pin, and this will complete our project. This is the complete idea behind the hardware connection. Now next part is we will see the idea behind the programming. So if you want to learn the program of Raspberry Pi, you have to go into source code. So once you go into source code, you can see there are many lines of this project. But most important part of this video is that whatever the line, like from the start to while one till this welcome message, I have already explained you each and every line, each and every detail of this line in my LCD plus LM35 video. So that it is very important to watch that video and then only come to this video, so that you will get idea about each and every line of this program. So after welcome message, you can see there is while one message. So while one is means that whatever the line, whatever the code inside this line, inside this while one, it will execute for infinite number of times. So first line is read temp and temp channel. So temp channel is nothing but the analog channel 0 of our PS sensor. You can see at the input side, ADC is connected to channel 0 of our ADC module. So PS sensor, we will read the read channel. This is the one function which is used to read the value from the PS sensor to Raspberry Pi. So read channel, temp channel, then whatever the output from the PS sensor is coming in the range of 0 to 1023, because our IC is 10-bit IC and 2 raised to 10 is 1023. So max range is 1023 and minimum range is 0. So we have to define, then we have to, first we have to take whatever the value coming from the PS sensor in the temp level. Then we have divide temp level to 100. So why this 100? Because we have to give the value in between 1 to 10. So let's say it's 0 to 1000, then divided by 100, then it give the value 0 to 10 only. So the temp level now contain the value 0 to 10. So pH level will vary in the range of 0 to 10. Now next line is round temp 0. So round is a function which is used to define how many float number present after the point. So in our video we do not require any float number. So we have given the 0 value. So whatever the value from the route function is again come into temp level. Then we have to print the temp level on the LCD module. So to print the value on the LCD module, we have to first convert that value into string form, because the temp level it is integer variable and we have to convert that variable into string form. So to convert that variable from integer to string, we will use this function string of temp level. So this string of temp level will convert that function into string form. Then we have to print that value into line number 2 of LCD. Then we will use this line LCD string of this level, then line number 2, and on the first line we will print pH level. So this is the basic idea behind your code, behind your hardware. So if you like my video, please click on the like button, please give your positive comment in the comment box and click on the subscribe button. So thank you for watching.